Hi, Mickey Quinn here with Retail Level Up. It's amazing how powerful just a tiny shift in perspective can be. There's an old tale of two shoe salesmen who were sent to a very remote area to assess the opportunities for selling shoes. They arrived in the area, they assessed the community and the marketplace, and each of the salesmen sent back a telegram to their boss. The first one read, "Situation hopeless. They don't wear shoes." The other one read, "Glorious opportunity. They don't have any shoes yet." Two people can look at the exact same situation and have two totally different perspectives on how to respond to that situation. The adversity itself is not what determines our fate. It's how we respond to it that determines the results. In my career in corporate America, there were many times, in fact, most of the times, when I would sit in executive meetings, I would be the only female in the room. I remember a conversation I had with a fellow female coworker, and she was sharing with me how challenged she felt when she was the only female in a meeting. She didn't feel comfortable speaking up, especially when she had information that differed from the viewpoints of what was being discussed. She said she hated the fact that she usually ended up being the one taking the notes. Like, she felt that she was put into this role of administrative assistant, yet she was a vice president, just like all of her male colleagues in the room. And she wrapped up her venting session with me by saying, "Well, you know what it's like, right?" And I had to say, "Well, no, I don't." I asked her, what was it exactly that her male coworkers did that caused her to feel that she couldn't speak up? I asked her, what was it exactly that her male colleagues did in those meetings or said to her that caused her to feel that way? Did they ask you to take notes? Did they not allow you to speak up during the meeting? Were they the ones that didn't allow you to have a seat at the table and you chose to sit in a chair against the wall? At first, she was pretty angry with me. She had expected me to chime in on her little gripe session and man bashing. But as I asked her the questions, I started to see her realize that she had been projecting her own self-limiting beliefs on the men in the room. She was making assumptions about what they thought and what they thought of her. When she started to see that situation in a slightly different perspective, and it was a tiny shift in perspective, her results and how she responded were dramatically different. By choosing a different way to respond, my fellow female coworker was able to walk into those meetings with a totally different perspective. The situation itself had not changed at all. Only her way of looking at it had changed. The next time you're facing a difficult situation and all you can see in your response is negativity, challenge yourself to find a different perspective. How could you shift your perspective of this situation to respond differently? Most of our thoughts and opinions are stories that we make up in our minds about the situation. That's why two people looking at the exact same situation can see two totally different ways to respond, because we're all making up our stories in our minds. If your initial response to a situation is negative, or your initial thought is, "Well, this isn't going to go well," challenge yourself to take a moment and shift your perspective just a bit. You may be amazed at how this slight shift in perspective can open up a whole world of positive opportunities for you. For more tips like this, like us and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, and wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. Just search for Retail Level Up. Be sure to visit our website, retaillevelup.com, and sign up to get our weekly newsletters. We send Monday Motivation and Top Tip Tuesday because we all can use a little extra motivation right now, and we can certainly use some top tips. Because now, even more than ever, it's time to level up.